up, everyone? I am back after a very long time. To be honest, I can't really got anything to justify it. Just been lazy. There's been stuff going on, to be fair, behind the scenes, but it should not have really reduced my content that we're here. If the audio sounds a bit weird, it's just because I'm recording downstairs, and we've got our downstairs of the house kind of done up recently, so a bit empty, so there's a bit of an echo, but I should hopefully try and edit it out, I reckon. But yeah, I don't know. Going to talk about something. I don't even think it's that controversial, to be honest. It's just stuff I've been observing, but a bit late to the game. But maybe 2 weeks ago, saw Donald Trump got shot at some rally. I think, don't know which state it was in, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the really big thing that people really observed was kind of the aftermath of it. And when I mean aftermath, I mean straight after he got shot. I mean, there's that kind of famous photo of him you can find it, where he just doesn't look bothered. And he's showing himself, even though he's been shot, people would be very startled, right, if that happened to you. Even something minor, whilst, let's say you're public speaking, something minor happens to you, which kind of throws you off. People get startled about that kind of stuff. And he got shot, and he's still showing himself being very powerful, whether you like it or not. And I think that's a really good trait to have. And when I kind of saw this, I started thinking about, I don't know why, what came to mind was cancel culture. And weirdly enough, Diddy, which is basically because I saw, obviously Diddy's been having some crazy stuff going on, and again, I think he's what am I saying again? This is the first time I'm talking about this. He's obviously a very bad person. Once you've seen the hotel video, it's kind of hard to justify that. But what I saw on news was how he keeps still posting on his social media as if nothing happened. And both of these guys are objectively super successful, Diddy and Donald Trump. But these guys have tried to get cancelled, tried to have been on the face of potentially being cancelled. And one thing that I've noticed about these two is that they don't cave in, they don't really kind of stop. And most people I've seen a lot of in the YouTube community that a lot of people get cancelled. Most people usually just go into hiding. And whilst I'm not a PR person, I don't think that's the right strategy, because you can come back. You might come back in 2 months or 3 years. People are still going to question you and ask you, what's going on, why you coming back. And I don't think that's the best strategy. Whereas it's not just Diddy and Trump, but with other kind of people who don't cave into this, and they just keep on publishing, keep on talking, keep on posting content, you do often see that they kind of win, because I don't know. I mean, they're not going to get stopped by people or anyone. So, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I think it's actually quite a good trait to never really back down if you're getting cancelled. And again, I think Diddy's cancel is way different to Trump's, obviously. I mean, Diddy's pretty bad, but it's just an observation that these guys really don't care. And I think that is part of the reason why they are both very successful. I think everyone gets setbacks, right, in life. And obviously some are bigger than the others. Some are bigger than others. But, I personally have had, really small, really minor setbacks, and it just kind of stopped me from doing stuff for a long time, right? Like even with this YouTube thing, right? Part of the reason why I haven't actually uploaded in a long time is because my laptop is not really built for this kind of content creation, and as a result, I actually had no memory or storage on this laptop, so I couldn't even do the simple. I couldn't even have more than 2 tabs open on Google. And I kind of saw that as a setback, and I kind of got lazy. I was like, oh, I can't be able to fix this. And literally, like 5 days ago, I was like, okay, let me find a hard drive. Found it. I saved it on all my videos on there. Now I've got like 30 gigabyte remaining. So now it's working, so I can upload this. But with back to these kind of celebrities, Diddy and Trump and them lot, you know, they have these big setbacks and they don't stop. They just keep going on. And I think that's kind of crazy, and it's kind of admirable, is that the word? I think it's quite a good trait to have. And I think part of this is also due to their personality, right? I'm not saying these guys are. They're not. There's like a phrase, right? That like most CEOs are like psychopaths or social. I don't know what it is. But yeah, some of these successful people, I think the reason why they are there is because they really don't let setbacks get to them. And ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that I kind of want to adopt this kind of traits. So I've never really been cancelled. Obviously, I'm not. I'm a nobody right in this YouTube. But what I'm trying to say is, if I get a minor setback in my personal life or in a workspace, you know, truthfully, I've kind of, when I do get them, I'll just kind of brush it under the rug, pull it behind my head, whatever, and try and ignore it and just move on, right? And I think that works temporarily, but eventually it's going to creep back on you, and you know, another situation comes up where it reminds you of it, or I don't know what happens, and then you go back to being anxious, and like, it's like a vicious cycle. Whereas what I want to do is what kind of Diddy and Trump do, whereas you get these setbacks and you just keep doing what you're doing. You don't stop what you're doing. You keep one-upping yourself, right? And I think is a good thing. So I want to try and adopt that in my life. And truthfully, when I do get an example where I've used it properly, I will probably share that with you guys. I think it'd be quite cool. But yeah, I don't know, random kind of video. Again, I'm not saying I like Diddy and Trump and all these other celebrities who probably have this kind of mentality, but I do think it's quite admirable. You know, I think it's quite a good trait to have, given you're not doing anything bad, right? That wraps up for this video. I'm off, so yeah, peace and bye.